How does this sound? Would you like to study Japanese in Japan? Yes, I would. How about spending a summer in Tokyo filled with exciting experiences and fun activities? Nah, I'm okay, I think. Well, crap. I mean, if you want to study Japanese in Tokyo though, do I have a recommendation for you? My goodness. It is Kai Japanese Language School, which offers summer courses starting this summer, and which I am vomiting with excitement to announce is the sponsor of this video. Yay! So fun. I studied there for 1 year a while ago, and I have never been able to stand behind a sponsor of a video more than this one. It is a wonderful place, and I really can't recommend it enough for those of you who want to study Japanese in Tokyo. I'll go through more of the details of the summer course, like the cost and what you can expect and everything, later on in the video. But first I would like to introduce some stuff that you can do in central Tokyo this summer or any coming summer, because my goodness, there's a bunch to do. The school is located in an area called Shinokubo, which is the Korean part of Tokyo. It is filled with Korean food stalls and restaurants selling Korean barbecue and UFO chicken, which is chicken surrounding enough melted cheese to fill half a bathtub. All of these very greasy things right next to TV screens constantly showing K-pop videos. I've been to many of these food places and most of them have huge TV screens right next to the tables showing K-pop videos. So if you're into that while you're munching on some greasy stuff, then hell yeah, it's an experience for sure. After all that cheese, it is only natural that one would perhaps want to use some Korean skincare products, of which there are many here as well. Of course, most of them sponsored by various celebrities. The bands themselves also of course have shops dedicated to them with heaps of merchandise to admire, like this biblically correct K-pop angel. Is this BTS? I actually don't know. It is not uncommon to meet local K-pop bands, like walking through the streets handing out flyers, advertising their upcoming gig the same evening, you know? So it really is a very exciting place, like it's bustling with activity all the time. This main street is the busiest I've seen in Tokyo, and the sidewalk is super narrow. Shinokubo really is a very exciting place, especially for those of you who are into Korean stuff. My personal recommendation for the area, however, is this little Japanese curry shop right next to the train station with delicious udon or rice curry. And every time I've been there, they've played Beatles music. They did it a couple of years ago when I studied at Kai, and I went here the other day as well, and they still play Beatles music. The poor staff must go nuts. But I love it, my goodness. Highly recommend. Now Shinokubo is also really close to Shinjuku. Yay! One of the main central areas of Tokyo. Home to the busiest train station in the world, a literal giant Godzilla, enormous cats, and tranquil gardens. Yeah, I've loved it. If you're looking for fun stuff to do during your stay in Tokyo over the summer, you will actually not have to go anywhere else, because Shinjuku is insane. For starters, just wandering around here looking at all the famous neon signs and glaring at all the thousands of people is interesting in and of itself, but when you turn the corner and see a giant Godzilla actually looming over one of the buildings, it is not uncommon to shit yourself with excitement. Travel agencies hand out diapers for a reason, you know. The Shinjuku Metropolitan Government Building is a great place if you want to get an overhead view of the entire city, not just Shinjuku. Perhaps the main draw of this place is that it is one of the best viewing platforms in the city, but it is also free to go. You might have to stand in the queue for a while, but to me it is definitely worth the wait. And then head back into the fray and go to Golden Gai, one of the most famous urban landscapes of Tokyo. These insanely cool little alleyways are filled with tiny bars where you can chat to the bartender, you know, or I suppose just sit and stare at them. They're very tight and small, so it's going to be very awkward if you do that, but go ahead, you know. Me and my shitty cameras really did not manage to do this place justice. You really have to go here yourself to see how insanely cool it is. Nichome is my personal recommendation for anyone visiting Shinjuku. It is the gay district in Tokyo, and anyone who knows anything knows that gay bars and gay clubs are always the best in any city, and Tokyo is no exception, you know. I've gone to this place way too many times. I think I've visited pretty much all the bars at this point, even though I perhaps don't remember all of the visits, you know. It's great, it's very like foreigner friendly as well. And finally, once you have exhausted all your energy among the skyscrapers, bars and fucking Godzillas, you can pay a couple of $100 to get access to Shinjuku Gyoen, the huge and very famous park in the area. This has been featured in so many animes, and I love that you can see all the skyscrapers around you even though the area is very like calm. I have yet to visit the Starbucks that overlooks the lake here, but I will one day. So at this point I hopefully have convinced you that studying Japanese in central Tokyo is a pretty cool idea. And Kai takes full advantage of its central location, yes, because you will be taken on a little tour during the summer course, and Over the 2 weeks of the summer course, you will apparently be going on about 8 activities, like sushi making, a tour of the traditional Asakusa area of Tokyo, even a ninja experience, which I actually don't know what that means, but it sounds thrilling, you know. There are 2 different courses you can choose from if you go for the summer program at Kai. One general conversation course, if you want to learn how to, you know, speak in Japanese in general conversation. 一番好きな果物は何ですか?その果物はどこですか? And one specifically targeting those of you who want to prepare for JLPT N2 this coming winter, I think. So if you're already pretty good at Japanese, you can prepare for the N2, fuck yeah. This year's summer course runs from the 7th to the 18th of August. The price is 128,000 yen, and you have to be over 16 to apply, apparently. I think if you apply before the end of June, you also get like a little name stamp thing, I think, as well. So do that, hell yeah. As I said in the beginning, I really can't recommend Kai enough. I made an entire video about my experience at the school if you want to check that out. It is a wonderful place. I think it contributed heavily to why my first year in Japan was so amazing. Yeah, the school just really helps you out with any problems you have. The staff are all fantastic. The teachers are amazing. It was definitely, I can't recommend it enough. I've said that so many times. If you want to do the summer course at Kai, there is a link in the description. And when you apply, I would love it if you could mention that you found out about it through this channel, because then I get a little cut as well. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great time if you do study here in Japan. Thank you very much to the Patreons who always support the channel. It's so nice of you, my goodness. And thanks to anyone else who's watching as well. Yeah, jävlar. I'm gonna make so many videos in this country. Fucking hell. Alright. I'll see you later.